Miss Markle, Meghan, turn your head, please. Hang on, Meghan. Hang on, Meghan. Meghan, turn your head, please. On the end of Meghan, darling. Meghan, darling. Oh, we got one more stop right here. Meghan, one more single.
And then I want it. No.
Hang on, Meghan. Meghan,
Awkward moment. Meghan Markle is interrupted by aide while being photographed at glitzy variety gala before the Duchess squeezes her hand and continues to beam for the cameras. Oh my God, how embarrassing. How embarrassing when she's told to get out of the way, but she doesn't get it, does she? The former actress, 42, took to Variety's Power of Women event and stole the show on the black carpet in a sleek 1,120 pounds evening dress. I mean, I'm surprised Meghan Markle is not going for the 90,000 pound dresses when the royal family used to pay for them. Okay. From New York-based brand Proenza Schuller. But the mother of two, you all know what I feel about the mother of two, right? Was awkwardly interrupted as a woman who appeared to be an aide tried to move her out of the limelight. Holy crap.
How on earth did I get here? How am I here?
Looking eager to move the Duchess along, the woman tried to get Meghan's attention, but when Prince Harry's wife seemed unfazed by her attempt, she uttered, "That's fine." Meghan looked effortlessly elegant as she continued to work the limelight confidently, tilting her head in different angles to ensure a range of shots. She's told to move out of the way because she's a nobody. She is a nobody, but she doesn't get it yet. You know, I'm going to talk a little bit about and what we can learn about Meghan Markle here. Because she shows up in this beige, god-awful dress. Do we remember what she said on Oprah? That she had to wear beige because she didn't want to outstage the other royal ladies, and she didn't want to, she was told and forced to wear beige. And here we have her wearing a god-awful beige. I don't know who's telling her that she has a nice neck, because she has that olive oil hairstyle, which is completely unflattering. But here we can see that the pictures have been heavily photoshopped, because God forbid she lives another Navy SEAL Foundation moment when somebody posted a photograph of her without Photoshop. God forbid we see the real Meghan Markle, because we know what happened to the lady who posted a picture showing the real Meghan Markle, don't we? If not, just listen to this.
Saying how effed up it was that I would post that picture of her, how effed up it was that I would doctor a picture of her, that I'm being paid by the Brits, that I had somebody reach out to me about doing an interview to see how it would be meeting her, how my time was meeting her. Y'all need to let a woman live, okay? I deleted the picture because I felt so bad that people made me feel so bad.
Yeah, the Sussex squad comes for you when you present Meghan as she really is. Ugly. And it says, and the dress was awful. It dragged through the floor. It looked like a mop. It's just god-awful dress. It's just awful. Awful. And the reason why she always forgets to black spray the partition in her head so you can see their white spots and stuff like that, And where was Harry? Where was Harry? Because we see Meghan Markle cannot leave Harry alone in very important events that she has nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. And she shows up. She's not invited. She's not welcome. She shouldn't even be there. But there she is, front and center at that Navy SEAL Foundation ribbon cutting. It was Harry who was supposed to be there. But who took front and center attention? Meghan Markle. Now, it's actually quite embarrassing because you know what it must remind her of? Going to this thing, the Power of Women, Variety, whatever, is another made-up award or whatever. It's that just like when she used to go to the set of Married with Children, she was around the stars, but she was never one. She was never one. Okay? It's because she's, again, they want to highlight that she is A-list adjacent. Because all these A-list stars were there, but nobody wanted to get pictures with her. Not even Oprah. And Oprah was there. And Oprah made sure she was not photographed with Meghan Markle nor seen around her. And, you know, the papers, I mean, I wonder how much Meghan Markle is paying the Daily Mail, because they're putting so many articles about her. Oh, the Duchess. And they always refer to her as the Duchess, and they refer to Catherine as Kate Middleton. And it goes to show all the lies that this woman tells, and how dreadful it is that she doesn't get the message that she is not welcome, that she's not wanted, that she is a nobody. And the most embarrassing part is that she goes on and talks about being proud of the two things that Archwell Productions has done, which is Harry and Meghan docu-series and the Spotify thing, where Bill Simmons called this woman the lazy fucking grifter, along with Harry. Untalented, but she's proud of that untalented stuff. You know, it's like she completely gaslights the entire world about the fact that Spotify canceled the contract. Netflix dumped the Pearl Project. How about the Mandela one? Live to, what was it called? Live to Serve of the, because Archwell Productions did that one, along with the Mandela. They bought it from the Mandela. Yes, she fails to mention that one. And what we can learn from all of this is that this woman lives in a fake reality that has nothing to do with the truth. And that's how she has bulldozed her way through life, by lying, pushing, gaslighting. And when she was an unknown person, because right now she's still a nobody. She's just a well-known nobody. But when she was an unknown nobody, she could lie, bulldoze, pay PR firms and stuff like that. WME managed to get her an invite to this A-list thing. They couldn't get her into GQ, but they got her into the WME. Now, the Variety thing, she's claiming that she couldn't attend last year because of the Queen's funeral. The Queen's funeral was on September 19th, and the Women, Power of Women Variety thing was held on the 28th of September. So she had more than a week to be able to attend that thing. I think she was most likely angry that, you know, that Variety article didn't come out the way she wanted, because it was actually, everybody mocked her about it. Everybody mocked Meghan Markle about that article. But this reality, this is the woman who we have right now in the royal website, working for the king to represent His Majesty. She's working she's one of the family members of the royal family who is representing the king, according to the website. This is a woman who's lies, a mother of two, of unverified children. This is not a woman who is a mother, but we have her there. This is a message, and this is Hollywood. This is the same Hollywood that produced Harvey Weinstein and was catering to Jeffrey Epstein, and everybody's caught in this kind of like horrific ring of criminals, along with Oprah Winfrey, who's another person who just powers through. Meghan Markle is talking about her Suits accomplishment. Oh, you know, Suits, I can't believe. And the worst part of it all is the following, guys. This is what this woman is claiming. A return to acting would see her earn up to £1 million an episode on US channels, although a Sussex spokesman denied this was part of her plans earlier this month. I'm going to translate this for you. This is what her fee, this is what her asking fee to star in any show is, which is why she's not being hired for any of these things, because she's not worth not even $10,000. Okay, she was never paid $50,000 an episode on Suits. That's absolutely insane. She was paid the going rate for SAG, for the unions, actors unions, which was about $4,000 or $5,000. Now, producing a film would bring home £2 million plus, as well as royalties on top. If it was a box office hit. A start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame could also be the offing, he claimed. This is Meghan Markle's camp, saying that she's going to get a Hollywood star. So she's comparing herself to Johnny Depp, Meryl Streep, all the great actors. That's what Meghan Markle is comparing herself to. I really don't know if it's laughable or worrisome. I mean, what do you guys think? look at the humanitarian. Remember when they said they were leaving? Meghan has been much more visible on the LA scene recently, including 2 nights watching Beyonce. She also flew on a private jet, because I have to say it's private jet, because God forbid she flies commercial, guys, with Harry and rich friends to see the final performance of Katy Perry's Las Vegas residency. She didn't fly with any rich friends. They have no friends. Narcissists don't have friends. Entertainment Tonight asked her if it was mom's night out, and the mother of 2 laughed and replied, exactly. She's been having a lot of mom's night outs. I mean, that's just my perception of it all. And then she goes and says, on a night where she also praised the everlasting impact of her TV series Suits, I kid you not, Meghan said, we have so many exciting things on the table. I can't wait until we can announce them, but I'm just really proud of what we're creating. My husband is loving it too, which is really fun. Again, lazy fucking grifters comes to mind with Bill Simmons. So why are these 2 grifters even around? Why? Because they are using a royal title, I keep telling you. 2 unverified children are listed in the line of succession. One of them is 6 in line of succession, which means, I mean, until Prince George turns 18 or has a child or whatever, there's a huge risk here. There's a huge risk. And there's one thing that I want to leave you with, because I want your comments on this. How sick it is. You remember the pap with Bagrid that Meghan Markle did with the lady coming down the steps just recently? And she's the mother of 2 twins. One of them died. His name is George. The son of 9 years of age or something like that who died. It's called George. And his sister, the one who survived, is called Lily. The little boy died in mysterious ways. But it's incredible that Meghan reached out. This woman basically researched a lady who had a little boy named George, died, and who had a sister named Lily. I will leave you with that thought as to how sick this woman is, and how the royal family must watch out, because this woman is on the prowl to get whatever it is that she's going to get. She's still using royal titles while defining, I mean, the hypocrisy of it all that is being allowed to continue in our faces. I don't want this woman representing the monarchy, nor me, because I am Canadian. I've said this before. And what's really upsetting is that we're being fooled by the monarchy right now, because they're still on that royal website. And if people think that she's not, the security is not being paid for by the UK taxpayers, have another go. Also, Homeland Security, the Department of Homeland Security has refused, again, to show if Harry lied in his visa application. I don't understand why, but they're still refusing and they're still being protected. And the only reason why that's happening is because Biden is buddies with Charles. We saw the beautiful Princess Catherine chummy with Jill Biden, who in my head, it's a complete criminal. This woman is a complete crook, because she knows her husband has dementia and she's allowing this to happen, and she calls herself a doctor. So she's complicit with what we're seeing. She's okay with her husband, that with the whole world sees her husband, who's also a crook. That entire family are crooks. And yet the Princess Catherine was willing and showing her around. And I'm not even a Trumpist or anything, but when Melania, who had a program for children being bullied, Catherine could not spare 1 second to meet her and show her around her early years, when Melania's thing was. So I am criticizing Catherine. Yes, I am criticizing her. Absolutely. I've criticized her before, because they're turning this into a political thing, which shouldn't be. You know, like Princess of Wales, Princess Diana, they all saw the first ladies when they came, and they all interacted. When Melania came, nobody did that. Nobody paid her that courtesy. In spite of the fact that Melania had that program, Be Best or something like that, for children. So now we have Meghan Markle. So clearly these new royals are aligning themselves to a political position, which shouldn't be. I am concerned that William is going to China. I am concerned that William is going to China. Why are people so hell-bent in rewarding bad behavior? Because going to China also to see if China will stop the pollution. Yeah, like, I mean, I love Prince William and everything. But, oh yeah, we're going to stop everything we're doing. Stop making billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, so we can have the earth shot here. That's not how it works. And to me, that's another money-making scheme that the royals are getting into. And they shouldn't. We have Biden right now seeing the president of China. They cleaned up the streets for sure, but not because they were helping the homeless, but because they wanted it to look good for China, because they don't want China to see the poverty and the mess that the United States is right in. And I'm not being political, guys. And so, if I am, so what? But the situation of the matter is that we have a royal family who's becoming very, very political, and it shouldn't be that way. Meghan Markle is aligning themselves, and part of me thinks that they are working for Charles in some sort of agenda. And this is not me. I hate conspiracy theories. But that's how I feel, because it makes no sense when I look at the state. And I did a live yesterday, by the way, thanks for coming. I did a live yesterday, and there were people there that, oh, you know, if Harry comes back and, you know, the royal family, we don't think anything of it. Well, there are on the royal website. If you didn't know anything about the royal family, this new generation, and they go to the monarchy's website, which is an institutional website. And as I said yesterday, Charles wants to have a family, public family, just for a family where everybody in the royal family is involved. That's fine. But the royal family's website, I really do think that it should be called the British monarchy's website, not the royal family's website. It should be called the British monarchy website. And that's a suggestion I make to people. That it should be called the British monarchy's website, because the royals that are there are irrelevant. Those are positions. Can you imagine? It's like calling the Biden family. Of course not. It should be called, you know, the White House or the presidents or whatever, you know. But maybe the website should be called the British monarchy's website. That way there will be no doubt and no confusion as to who should be there. But Meghan Markle, claiming to be a big-time producer now, is as farcical as that dress that she wore, dragging it down the street while she was being pushed out of the way to allow A-listers to come through. I mean, what do you guys think? As usual, please leave me your thoughts.